Have you ever had those days when you get this feeling that no matter how much and how often you eat, you're always hungry? You're just constantly making trips to your kitchen and refrigerator, trying to find something to eat. Well, many people struggle with the cravings and being hungry all the time, and it's not because of the lack of willpower. It's because of both psychological and biological reasons. Well, stick with me till the end of this video and I'm gonna tell you 5 reasons why you're always hungry and how to fix them. Hey guys, this is Dr. Sidra. I'm a pharmacist who's passionate about health, pharmacy, and beauty. And if that interests you, then keep watching and subscribe for more. So why is it that you're always hungry? In order to answer that, we need to get a good understanding of hunger. In simplest words, hunger is the physical need for food and a prompt to eat. Now, it's different than cravings, which is more of a psychological desire for certain comfort food. While when you're hungry, your body just desires the need of food. And if left unmanaged, the hunger results to the growling stomach, headache, and loss of energy or bad mood. So if you pay close attention, craving is more like a psychological desire, while hunger is actually the physical need of the body. Now, going back to the question, what makes you hungry all the time? This really depends on few factors. Firstly, I want to point out that when it's a child or a teenager, the case is different. They are always hungry because they are growing up and their body needs all this food for growth and development. So that's completely normal, nothing to worry about. Go with that. But as we transition into an adult, feeling hungry all the time is not good, as now we are not growing taller, rather we are growing wider. So we've got to do something to stop, and we've got to understand why this is happening. So the first reason why you could be hungry all the time is that you're eating a lot of refined carbs. Carbohydrate-rich foods that have little fiber and protein can actually leave you feeling empty and hungry an hour or 2 hours after eating. Now, here I'm talking about the carbs like processed foods made with refined grains, flours such as crackers, cereals, breads, and pastas. I'm not talking about the good carbs, right? So the problem with such carbs or the bad carbs is that you're fueling yourself with nutrition deficient carbs, which actually lacks the fulfilling fiber, and they're just simple carbs and require little digestion, and the body is able to burn them quickly, which causes a sugar rush in your bloodstream and then eventually crash. What happens is the sugar rush causes a spike of the insulin in the blood, and the insulin then gets to work right away, and in order to keep that sugar level normal in the body or consistent in the blood, it just starts pushing that extra sugar from the bloodstream into the cells, which in turn decreases the sugar in the blood. So less sugar or an instant drop of sugar in blood, meaning drop in energy level, hence causing the feeling of tiredness, or in other words called sugar crash. So how can you manage such hunger? I recommend choose complex whole food or minimally processed carbohydrates like your legumes, your starchy vegetables, and whole grains. Now you want to eat whole carb, which contains more fiber and protein, because that's going to take time to digest. The food's going to sit in your stomach, giving you a fuller feeling for longer time, and this actually slows the digestion process. It kind of leads to slow, steady flow of sugar from your intestine into your bloodstream, and this is how your blood is always going to have a steady state of sugar, and you're not going to experience a sugar rush and sugar crash. And eventually you wouldn't be trapped in a cycle of continuous hunger all the time. Now, it's very important not to confuse your craving with hunger, because these two are completely different things. Hunger is a true psychological need for food or nutrients, while craving is psychologically driven. It's just a desire to eat food that's triggered by probably just seeing something really delicious on your Insta feed, smelling or thinking about food. See, the problem is in today's world, we are constantly bombarded with the food images. We have easy access to all these delicious foods. And so the appetite or craving has really become hard to separate from hunger. But if you get trapped in this cycle of craving and hunger, then this is what I recommend you do. Just keep your cravings in check. Eat regular small meals, making sure to increase fiber-rich foods, lean proteins, and a little healthy fat so you're kind of feeling full for a longer period of time. Also, be aware of how emotions and things in your environment may actually trigger the desire to eat. And honestly, guys, try adding a little bit of discipline in your life. Because if you don't do that, you're gonna fall in the trap of craving and think that you're actually hungry when it's just a craving. So I suggest that once you've had your meal, try not to talk or think about food. I've seen a lot of people who just get done eating and then they're already thinking about their next meal. Try to kind of get involved in other productive activities and drink lots of water in between your meals. Because often dehydration triggers appetite. You'll be surprised that water is actually quite filling. It has the potential to reduce the appetite, and when consumed before and after meals, it kind of gives you a fuller feeling. Often a feeling of thirst can be mistaken for the feeling of hunger. So if you're always hungry, it may be helpful to drink just a glass or two of water and find out whether you were just thirsty or hungry. Fat plays a key role in keeping you full. So what happens is, as you bite into a full fat food, your tongue basically sends your brain a signal that something filling is on the way down to your stomach. However, this message isn't sent when you opt out for low fat food, which is why you're left wanting more. And even though you've consumed a good deal of calories, you're still hungry. Also eating fat can lead to the release of various fullness promoting hormones. So in order to combat the type of hunger which is caused by eating low fat food, I recommend that you ditch your low fat diet and eat healthy fats. Trust me, eating healthy fats won't make you fat. In fact, it may actually make you leaner. Your healthy fats includes vegetable oils like coconut oil, olive oil, avocados, eggs, full fat yogurt, dairy, also walnuts and flax seeds, which are actually great for your health. Another reason you could be hungry all the time is that you're drinking your calories. Now, mind you, liquid and solid food affects your appetite in different ways. If you consume a lot of liquid food such as smoothies, meal replacement shakes and soup, and almost immediately after you felt you're hungry, it's because your body doesn't register the liquid calories the same way as it does with the solid. Studies have actually shown that energy obtained from fluids is less satisfying than calories or the energy obtained from solid food. And honestly, another reason could be that liquid food actually passes through your stomach quickly than your solid food, and hence make you hungry sooner. Some studies actually suggest that liquid foods do not have great impact on the suppression of hunger promoting hormones compared with the solid foods. So I really recommend to prevent frequent hunger. It may help to focus on incorporating more solid whole foods into your diet. I certainly love my smoothies, but if you have become a victim of, always feeling hungry after drinking your smoothies, then I recommend that try making your smoothies thicker. You can add Greek yogurt to make your smoothies thicker, which you can eat with a spoon and not drink. And it's gonna be like a win-win situation because you'll be able to enjoy both nutrition and taste of the smoothie, and you will also feel fuller. Now, another reason you could be hungry all the time is because you're just bored. Feeling hungry really can be caused by something as simple as boredom. Because when you're actually bored, you lose your ability to make smart food choices and you become an emotional eater. And the next thing you know is that your boredom turns you into an emotional eater. Because now you're not only making the wrong food choices, but you're eating much more of these fattening foods than you would normally eat. In fact, because I'm bored as opposed to I am hungry is actually one of the top reasons people give when they are asked about their emotions before they eat. So the best way to beat the boredom and ditch this type of hunger is to find something productive to do. Focus on your goals, avoid distractions, like avoid an Instagram feed which is full of food pictures. Maybe just drink water or go for a walk. So literally there could be so many reasons why you're constantly hungry. So far, I have discussed some of the main ones, but if none of these reasons sound like your problem, then it might be something you're actually unaware of. A few possible medical reasons could be, women who are experiencing premenstrual syndrome, which is PMS, often have food cravings, and also women who are in their early pregnancy stages feel hungry all the time. If your sudden hunger is also paired with an unquenchable thirst, you may want to talk to your doctor about being tested for diabetes, because that could be an issue as well. Also, sometimes excessive hunger is a sign of a parasitic infection in your intestine. You could be suffering from a chronic autoimmune health condition called hyperthyroidism, in which your metabolism is constantly stimulated, which results in feeling hungry all the time. If you suspect any of these issues, I definitely encourage you to consult with your doctor for diagnosis and your treatment options. Alright, so this is it for today's video. I hope you found this helpful. Don't forget to share it with your friends and family and help them as well. Do leave your valuable comments and let me know what makes you feel hungry all the time. And if you'd like to see more videos on health, pharmacy, and beauty, then don't forget to subscribe, because more awesome content is coming. I'll see you guys next time with another great video on health, pharmacy, and beauty. Until next time, take care. Bye.